Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Be Fit with Tamara Kissinger, owner of TK Fitness, located here in the Endeavor Center at the OSU South Centers. Welcome back, Tamara. Glad to have you again.
Thanks.
So today we're going to talk about a topic that's, maybe something that's out there that some people view as maybe not a concern or kind of a harmless little thing to be involved with, but maybe good, maybe bad. We're going to talk a little bit about energy drinks.
Right.
And kind of their usage and their popularity out there. Everywhere you turn, you see energy drink signage, energy drink advertising, and lots of folks using energy drinks.
So one of the major concerns that I have with energy drinks is the effect on young teenagers whose bodies are still developing. One of the things that you'll notice with the energy drinks is the packaging. And a lot of them are designed to entice the younger teenagers,
right,
that market. So one of the things you'll notice is that it'll have a unique flavoring, such as this one is cotton candy. But it also is advertised with super creatine, essential amino acids, and CoQ10.
Right.
So the packaging draws them in.
Right.
So,
and it's almost a trendy thing now for some of the young adults to have one of these because everybody else has it and it's cool, it looks neat, it's different, it's trendy.
yes.
So there's some of that as well.
Right. That's what draws them in. And then the amount of caffeine and the sugar in these is very concerning, especially with the young kids and how it can affect their development. I mean, we're now seeing, higher blood pressure. It can cause anxiety, dehydration, sleep disorders, that kind of thing, especially in young adults. So oftentimes they're getting as much as 4 times the recommended amount of caffeine.
Right. And so those recommendations as far as what our bodies can tolerate changes as we get older. Right.
So the youth should only have about 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is about the equivalent to 1 cup of coffee, whereas adults, it might be about 400, which is about 4 cups of coffee a day.
Right. So as we get older, we can kind of tolerate those things.
Right. Our body isn't developing as much as the young kids are. So that's some of the concerns, but also among college kids, the growing trend is to mix it with alcohol. So a lot of times, it could also result in them going to the hospital.
Right. So not good for your heart.
Right. They said the average is about like 1 out of 10 will be hospitalized when they're drinking with this.
Okay. So it's probably not a good,
no,
not a good thing.
No. So as you can see, the energy drink trend, it's $1 billion industry.
Right.
And it's not going anywhere. But I do urge parents and young adults to take notice and to use it wisely.
Mm-hmm. So, we've talked about some of the bad things. Obviously, there are some benefits for adults that are using energy drinks.
Right. It does have the energy, needed to get through the day, things like that, and understandable. It's just, again, knowing the effects of it.
Right.
Knowing what you can tolerate and how much you should drink of
right.
it as well. But again, $1 billion industry is not going anywhere, and I think parents and everybody should be aware and just use it in moderation.
Right. Because a lot of times, we see, all these different sporting events, and there's all kinds of branding and promotional out
right.
there with
Absolutely.
this because it is such a huge industry out there in our economy. But also, things like this, even for adults that are using it, probably need to supplement with some real food
right.
along with, and not just live off the energy drink.
Right. Take into consideration how much other caffeine drinks you may be drinking throughout the day. You see kids that might drink this in the morning, but also have 2 or 3 sodas throughout the day, or even coffee or whatever. So be cautious of how much other caffeine your body may be taking in.
Right. And continue to blend that with good, healthy other
yes.
food options as well.
Yes, food is definitely a positive when you're having the caffeine. You shouldn't be just solely going off of the caffeine. You
okay.
could severely hurt yourself.
Yes. So anyway, those are just some tips that Tamara wanted to share about energy drinks, and just kind of some words of caution out there for parents and with
Yes.
kids, and just to make sure that, you're kind of aware that there could be some dangers with things like this. And it could develop it could really hurt their development. Their
Right.
health.
Always do the research on it.
Right. All right. Well, Tamara, thank you very much again for joining us and sharing some of this important information.
All right, thanks.
All right. We'll see you next time.